Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing peachy. So I wanted to pull some cards. I just felt like this would be a reading for whoever needs to hear it. And I was gonna do a reading for myself with my energy deck, Oracle deck. And I've got the tarot out here. I haven't gotten into the tarot yet, but I actually feel like this is for everyone. But I was gonna do a reading for me first, and Spirit is like, no, you're gonna do this first. So that's the way it goes. We've got indecision here, the 7th chakra, and the thinking woman. So you don't have to be a woman, right? This is just feminine energy, like this is internal. And I feel like you have been divinely inspired in some way. There's some kind of idea that you're thinking about. There's something that you want to do. You may want to learn something new. You want to start something new. It's just this inspired idea, this inspired thought. And Spirit, you're indecisive about it. There's this, well, what are the steps that I need to take? Is this even possible? How would I do this? Do I have the funds to do this? Maybe there's like a big step that you need to take in order to do it. Or it could be something small. It could be something big. I feel like whatever it is, your perception, and that is everything, your perception is that it feels grand. It feels divinely inspired. It feels big. But it's like, is this divinely inspired? Am I supposed to do this? Is this something that I can actually do? Is this possible? Or is this just some grandiose idea and I can't do it? Is the way that the indecision is coming across. And I feel like we've got envy here in the 5th chakra. And this envy feels like, you know, maybe seeing other people who, from your perception, they have been very successful in their life. And this 5th chakra, the throat chakra, talks about self-expression, like true self-expression, being exactly who you are, speaking your truth, acting in truth. I feel like whatever this decision is, whatever this idea is that feels really big to you, it is something that's very authentic to you. The way that they're giving it to me, it's like, and this is just an example, and it's a big example, but that's how big it will feel to you, is the way that it's coming through. Like, say you wanted to be an actor, you know, like there's not everybody who goes out to be an actor becomes one or gets famous or, you know, actually makes enough money for that to be their full, now my nose is itching, to be their full-time career. And it's like, can I really make this truly happen? I see other people who, from my perception, they seem to have made their life exactly what they want it to be. They seem to have followed their dreams, oh my goodness, and made it happen. And maybe in the past, you feel like you've gone after dreams, and that generally the things that hold us up is either because we've tried something before, whether it's the same thing or if it's just, you know, something new, but we think of the past and we're like, well, I've tried to have things work out my way in regards to whatever before, and I couldn't make it work. Maybe you tried to start a business before, or you thought you found the job of your dreams before, or the man of your dreams, or the woman of your dreams, or the house of your dreams. It's, you know, whatever it is for you, you're like, I thought that I had found my dream before, and it didn't turn out to be what I thought it was going to be. or it didn't work out, or I failed at, my perception is I failed at whatever I tried to start. And there's just this feeling of disappointment. And is it ever going to be my time? When will it be my time? Because some of you, you know, may be young, you know. Others of you may not be as young as you once were, right? None of us are as young as we once were. And it's so funny because I was just thinking about this earlier today. I was listening to, actually I'll watch, if you, this dates me, but they have Lifetime Movie Network shows that they put on YouTube. And what's it called? The Haunting of. It's not, The Haunting of with Kim Rousseau is a show that they did after these shows. It was Celebrity Ghost Stories. That's what it was. And there was this person talking about how they didn't become famous until they were in their 40s. Like, they didn't make it big. Their life was completely different. I forget what actor it was. Their life was completely different. Something happened to them and they went into a coma. And they woke up and they were a completely different person. And this guy was saying, you know, everybody was telling me before I went into a coma that I was a dickhead and like just a completely different personality. And it's interesting too, because here recently I was thinking about how if you've ever gone through something major in your life and sometimes you feel like a completely different person. And I don't know if you've ever heard of souls. No, this is a whole different thing. I don't know why this is coming up in this reading. You know, a soul will be in a body for a specific amount of time, and then there is a big transition point in that person's life, and then a new soul will come in and live the rest of that life in that body. But I'm sure you've heard the old phrase that, oh gosh, now it's like slipping away. The body, basically your body holds all the trauma of your life. So it's not like, even if there was a different soul that entered that body, there was like a swap, that body holds the trauma of everything that it's been through here on earth in that lifetime. So there's still triggers, and there's still, gosh, that might be a side message that I just went into for somebody. I hope I didn't lose a bunch of people. But the body holds the score, right? You know, even if you've been through injuries, like, you know, your body holds on to that, or you've been through, you know, painful experiences. Your body holds on to that. Sorry, somebody walked past in it. I was like, what the heck is that out of my peripheral? Because it's pretty dead around here. Oh, and it's starting to sprinkle. How lovely. I actually love rain. But there is something about this dissatisfaction, this feeling of lack, in regards to being able to fully express yourself, being able to fully live life the way that you desire to live it, like authentically in some way. And we've got contract here and cornucopia. This is nice, you guys. This is like, I don't know if you are going to be going into a partnership of some kind, signing some kind of contract. If you are going to be like starting a business, you know, there's something about paperwork, or like some of you, my nose is itching so much. Some of you are going to be learning something new, and it's like your wish fulfillment, cornucopia, all your wishes fulfilled. This is like everything I've ever dreamed of. And it might be something that feels like when you first go into it, there's that indecision. It's like, is this like, I'm not so sure if this is right for me. And it's almost like you get into it and it's like, wow, hell yeah, like, this is awesome. It's almost like something is better than you expect. Something goes better than you expect, or works out better than you expected. It just, like, look at this cornucopia on this card. This is gorgeous. This is like the fruits of your labor. Like, it's almost like, I don't want to say you're starting over, but getting the rewards from things from the past. It's almost like a spiritual reward, or like spiritual efforts being rewarded. And I'm even like the blindfold here. I feel like you're not expecting something to work out the way it does, because there's something about fairness and that envy, like fairness with contract. This is like justice, the Libra's card, justice in the tarot for me. And that always reminds me of fairness, which, you know, nobody said life was fair. Nobody said life was going to be fair, right? And fairness is different to everyone. There's a lot in life that is not, that I would say is not fair. And I'm a Pisces, so I'm like, Earth is not my favorite place, that's for sure. Out of all my ventures, Earth is not my favorite. But probably my least favorite, from what I know. And there's something about, something works out in your favor, and it feels like it's righting wrongs. And I know that sounds weird, righting wrongs. It's almost like all, and this is that trauma, 1202, when I just looked up, like all the wrongs that have been done to you, that are carried within your vessel, the trauma in your vessel. It's like all those rights being wronged is coming through here. I want to pull a couple tarot cards. 1221, that's mirroring. Alright. Some of you, things in the past haven't worked out for you because you didn't fully think that you deserved it. Or there's something about the scales. Don't be so hard on yourself, because you don't know. That's another thing that's been coming up for me, and it wants to come through. Oh, I love the sounds of the rain. You don't know if something went the way that you wanted it to. I'm not going to say went your way. If something in the past went the way that you wanted it to, Spirit spared you because it would not have worked out for you, not in your favor, is the way that it's coming through. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of passion here, a lot of fast movement coming up for you. The Knight of Wands for me is also a builder, like excitement and building something, and the Hierophant here. Taurus energy. We've got Sag and Taurus here. Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking about how different those energies are. I feel like you're gonna be, whether you're learning something new, like book-wise, I feel like you're learning something new about your passion, your true nature. Oh, you're learning something new about your true nature. And oh my gosh, we've got the Ten of Cups underneath the deck, you guys. Yeah, you're learning something new about your true nature and what lights you up, what makes you happy, what gets you excited. Like I said, some of you, there's this indecision because you're not sure if this is the right choice, or something like that, if it's right for you. You're making some kind of commitment. We've got contract here and the Hierophant. There's some kind of commitment. Give me more, Spirit, please. And thank you. Give us more. We've got the Emperor, Aries energy. Oh my gosh, and the Four of Wands. Some of you are like really bossing up. There's a strategy, there's a plan, and you're going to cross that finish line. There's going to be a celebration. There's going to be the wish fulfillment, the cornucopia. And you're going to be, I just heard the top of the leaderboard. I feel like I've heard that before, but I'm not sure exactly what it means. The top of the leaderboard. Is that like a sports term? Which, heck, the Emperor, like Aries. Yeah, that's like, there's number one and then there's the first loser, right? Actually, my brother is an Aries, and that's something that he has told, I've heard him say. Like, I've heard his son say, which I know he learned from his dad. I heard my nephew say it, which luckily he's a Capricorn and he likes to win too, but they've got that competitive spirit. This doesn't really feel like a competition though. This feels like something that is meant for you. Like the Four of Wands is a card of harmony and balance, and just, it's that break, it's that pause where everything, it's like the culmination of everything. It's the celebration. It is the, what are you showing me? The graduation. I'm seeing like a graduation party. It's the graduation. You're graduating into the Emperor. Let's see. And if anybody's going to be truly authentic, like I was talking about, and living in their truth, it's going to be the Emperor, right? Nobody pushes the Emperor around. Nobody tells the Emperor what to do. Nobody makes the Emperor, like, you know how you can be around, I'm sure this has happened to some of you. You've realized that you've done this, or you've seen other people do this. But have you ever seen someone who they are a different person with everybody that they're around? Oh my gosh, this is something else that has come up for me recently that I was thinking about. You know, there's that old song, it's if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I was thinking about people who everybody likes them, everybody, you know, loves to be around them. And yes, there are people that are just, you know, they exude this lovely energy, and they have these big bright smiles, and they are fun to be around. But then there's, you know, not everybody is gonna like you. If you are truly authentic and you have, you know, convictions, if you are a person with convictions and you are a person with drive, and you know, you are someone who is fully in the driver's seat of their life, you are living your life and you are living it authentically, not everyone can like you. That is just a fact. You could be the nicest person in the world, but if you are in the driver's seat of your life and you're actually moving in the direction that you want to go in, and there are going to be people who just, you know, will not want to follow you, will not want to be by your side, will not, you know, they just won't like you. And that is okay. That's okay. Yeah. We've got the Hanged Man and the Two of Cups. I feel like you're understanding that. This feels like a confirmation of that. Two of Cups is soulmate energy. It's those people that want to be at your side, that want to follow you. You know, that it's that thick and thin, ride or die kind of energy. And the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. It's like that that understanding, enlightenment to who is 2002. When I just looked up, there's something about twos, that enlightenment, that understanding of who is your Two of Cups, who is coming with you, who's your shotgun, who's celebrating your wins, who's happy that you are stepping into this Emperor role, stepping into your passions, sitting in the driver's seat of your life, who is happy to see that and happy to celebrate your wins with you, and who is maybe envious of you as you find your success. That maybe it's a mirroring, the mirroring that was coming through. Maybe you've been envious of them in the past, that they've found success, but maybe that was just your perception. Maybe they're not as happy as you thought they were, if they're not going to be happy for you when you find this place of peace in your life and joy. Wow. This turned out to be deeper than I expected it to be. All right, I am sending you guys lots of love and wishing you all the best. Until next time, bye-bye.